your command.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back with JT Kirk and Getting Down with Dave C, which I haven't been getting down too much, haven't I? Have a JT.
I don't know. Maybe you have been getting down, but just not on here. So hey, folks, we've had a little bit of an intermission, I guess you could say. Life has been getting in the way for both of us on Wednesdays, and assorted things and stuff. I think both you and I were sick for a good month, alternating months. My schedule's gotten crazy. It just, life happens. But today we could do it. And I remember you said yesterday, hey, tomorrow do you want to do comics? I was like, you know what? Sure. Let's do it.
Yeah.
And so here we are.
I had the worst time trying to figure out what I'm going to do because as it stands tonight, I'm not going to rush through this because we only have 2 hours for the whole month. StreamYard's thrown me another curveball, and I don't want to sound cheap or anything, but I'm going to have to go to the next plan. If I want to do more than 2 hours, I can go to Streamlabs and do the same thing. Nick uses Streamlabs. Our buddy Nick Weiser does. Yep. But I want to say hail to FKHC 2005 and our buddy Hepburn, two of our regulars who've stood strong. And FKHC wants a movie night. So JT asked me if I was going to address this. And I have a movie plan. And Buddy and FKHC, I think this was a request from Buddy. Golden Child with Eddie Murphy. And one of my favorites, Mr. Hong from Big Trouble in Little China. And David Lopan himself is in that movie.
Nice.
And there's some other guys from Big Trouble in Little China in that movie, if you're not aware. And those guys have been in a ton of movies. They were in Seagal's, the one he's on the Navy boat. I think that's the one where the girl jumps to the cake, and he's which one?
You're right. I think you're right.
Yeah, he's done so many movies I can't think of all the names, but I remember some of the scenes. And those guys were in the very beginning, one of the main fighters in the alleyway fight scene from Big Trouble. He's become quite popular later on with the little mustache.
Under Siege. Under Siege, yeah.
Yes,
there you go.
Thank you, buddy. And I was going to do Golden Child tomorrow night and come back because I was in YouTube jail for a while.
Well, and I just wanted to address it a little bit too, that, you said you didn't want to sound cheap or anything. Don't forget that they owe what 50% or 100% increase on StreamYards this past year on everybody. That chased a lot of people away. Then, you're not monetized. So how much do you want to invest in something? Well, maybe I would need to grow my audience up to the point I get monetized. Well, can't do that now when you only get 2 hours a month. So where's the entry tier for, new channels or people that are just trying to slowly grow? Not much there anymore. So it kind of forces your hand to pick an alternative, an alternative way to go. And we've been talking about that for a while now. And folks, I know it's kind of just talking business or process. We're here to do comics, but something to think about on every single channel here on YouTube, right? How do you get things going? And some people just bite the bullet and just pay for a software product that hasn't appreciably advanced since COVID. I mean, let's just be real about that. It's pretty much the same software for 6 years now. And the price has only gone up. So we're looking at alternatives. I know, Dave, you have a lot of stuff that you do want to do for your channel and for everybody that wants to come and check it out.
I do have a lot of stuff.
So we'll get there, folks. Just appreciate your patience with it.
Yeah, and so I put this on the screen, so make sure it's going to go up and down. It is for us. I had a hard time picking which comic that I was going to do because I knew it was just going to be just this week, and maybe we'll get back to it next week.
Sure.
and the movies, hopefully. But I thought, what the heck? I'll dive deep on this one. The other reason I did do it, it's in black and white. And oh, I didn't show my copies of it. Daggone it. Anyway,
We can after if we have time. I want to get through as much of this story, for all of us, because I, in traditional pattern, have not read it. So that way, we get somebody with a take of pre-reading and somebody that's never seen it before.
yeah, I already clicked the button while you were talking.
Conan.
Sorry.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
there's
no,
one of
you're
my
good.
originals. It's issue.
Can you
one,
embiggen yourself so everyone
I
can?
think I can.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Much better.
It is beat to
It's
heck.
a well-loved copy.
It's a well-loved comic. I couldn't tell you how many times the cover's about ready to fall off, but this is
Well,
original.
it has pretty much.
It's
Yeah.
a 106. We're going to do issue number 1. This is 1984. But I just remember this artwork here, seeing that.
Yeah.
Which way? Sorry. There we go. Sorry, guys. It's falling apart. It literally is falling apart.
It's almost like you've read it a couple times.
Yeah. But I remember, this is the picture I actually remember every time I come into this one. And I thought, oh, Savage Sword of Conan. And somebody talks about it.
Yep.
Because the whole comic is black and white.
Sure.
Yeah, it's falling apart in my hands, man. Jeez. And I have the number 1 red Sonja, which we're doing a story by Robert Howard, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
An adaptation. And I've got 3 original Conans from back in the day when I was a kid. That's all I have left of all that. I have some Thors and other stuff, but let's not get into that too much. Let's get to.
I see you got some Man of Steel back there.
Oh yeah. Well, no, Superman. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. There's a Motor City Comic Con coming up here next month, and there's let's see, is it Superman and Lois? Was that the recent? I'm trying to remember. It was Superman and Lois, and Superman and Lois from Superman and Lois will be there, so it's going to be interesting, to say the least. Anyway.
I've jammed myself up here, guys. I'm boomering it. I had it perfect. I didn't take care of devices to moving on, and now I can't get over to the comic. So
you should. You brought it up.
It's on the screen.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, I had to do that. And let me go over here to do this.
There you go. Okay, perfect.
Is it scrolling?
It's
you remember
moving.
You'll have to navigate for me on StreamYards because I can't do StreamYards when this is fully up. So, okay, well, guys, everybody here, thanks for being here. If you haven't bailed already, then this is issue number 1. And
this cover is already testing the limits of the YouTubes.
Oh yeah, well, this cover is badass. This is so good. Yeah, this is Boris Vallejo. There's his name, Boris.
You have your redhead with the bobs.
Yes. Yeah, she's all right. She's pretty good here. She's drawn fairly well. Boris is pretty good with muscles and stuff like that.
Oh, his muscles have muscles.
Yeah,
look at that.
Muscles. And the shading, that kind of mixing the browns and light greens into the blues like that, and just a redhead, that bright red hair and blood.
Yep.
Blood. Can I say that? Can I say that on YouTube?
Well, you're pushing kind of the edge with the sharp sharp edges and the blute and all the rest of it. Yeah.
Yeah, so guys, check that out. Boris Vallejo, pretty good stuff. Then there's just some kind of drawing here. The details, pretty good. This one's okay. I'm not going to knock it. I can't do that. The skulls and stuff like that are pretty good. And then, you got a vixen lady down there. And I can't tell. I can't say who drew that. But anyway, I'm going to try to speed up a little bit and go to the credits here.
Yeah,
I know a lot of these people. Nick would probably know all of them. I know
Probably
Roy
would.
Thomas.
I know John Romita.
Yeah, that's John Romita Sr.
Yep.
And Marv Wolfman, going way back, I believe, Tomb of Dracula. And I can't show it, but I have a couple of Werewolf by Nights behind me, but I think he did Tomb of Dracula. I'm not sure. Chris Claremont, all you X-Men people out there would know him. I know Jerry Conway. Don't know those guys there. Boris Vallejo, I do know him, not from the cover. And Robert Howard, if you know Conan, you know who that is.
Yep.
He only created the dude. So, and Red Sonja, if I believe. And so we get a table of contents, and we're not going to get through all of this tonight. Not just because of the 2 hours, because one of them I didn't really like. Just to be honest with you. Is JT, as always, I have to ask, did you read this yet?
No.
Okay. So the Savage Sword of Conan did this kind of format where he had a bunch of stories on there. And then it has some art. The
Canadians are getting this at an absolute steal. Look at that, $1 in the US and Canada. Well,
is that what it was?
That's what it says in that fine print under the image.
Oh, does it really?
Yeah.
Let's see. $1 per copy. Now this was 1974, yeah. $1, huh? Wow.
Sure.
I didn't even pay attention to the price. So I actually thought this went back a lot farther than that. And we have the Nemedian Chronicles. I'm not reading that because there's too many damn names that I can't get through.
I was going to say there's a lot of words.
You guys can read
words.
You guys can read this on your own. Can you read it over on YouTube?
The way this font is arranged, in that second paragraph, the first word, hither, I read a different one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And it doesn't take much imagination to know.
What was this style? That was the style I used to call with the ink pen, with the different kind of ink pen, calligraphy. I can't believe I remember that. I'm proud of myself right now. There's some more stuff there. You can read that on your own, because there's a lot of names, a lot of different names going on here.
And that can be kind of a barrier if you're not that familiar with Conan. You're like, this name, how do I keep all this straight? When you get into real hard science fiction or hard, serious fiction with that kind of stuff, I'm thinking a lot of like Dune, for example.
Yeah,
it throws out so many so many proper nouns, so many titles and names at you. It could be a daunting task till you're about 200 pages in on something to keep everything straight.
Yeah, and I would have only been 6 when this comic came out, so I wouldn't even probably be reading this yet. And so if I was,
I know you wouldn't, because there's too many words.
I wouldn't be able to get through that.
Right
at 10, I'm thinking, golly, I'm gonna go read Lord of the Rings. That's bad. That's good enough. I do have my 10. I have my copies, but when I had it at 10 years old, I've got those sitting right over there. Anywho, so let's get into the first story called Curse of the Undead Man. And I want to get your first initial thoughts when you take a look at the artwork, JT, and people in the chat. What do you think of this black and white stuff?
It does give the actual artwork does give a good sense of setting right off the bat. I am not entirely sold yet on the ability to draw depth and get the shading correct. If you look at the gentleman on the far left here, he blends in with the arch.
Yeah, better to not have shaded him,
and that's hard to do right sometimes. Now you look in the center.
Sorry, scrolled wrong.
And everything's well defined on that character, and there's all kinds of different shading and stuff going on in the background, and there's a nice job done in that portion. It's just hard for them to be able to do this consistently everywhere on every single page. We're going to see that time and again. I can already tell.
Oh, sure. Well, what I like is detail. Detail actually stands out even though it's all shading. I mean, well, this is because the artist cared about making a
Now,
good, and it's John Buscema. So John
uncomfortable
Buscema,
question for you.
sure.
Is this man kind of sitting there on the steps on the bottom right? Is he wearing a fez?
Yeah, I think so.
And is he consuming alcohol?
And, no. He just
Yeah.
slipped and fell.
Oh, I was gonna say, because that might be haram activity going on there.
Yeah, well, back then, I don't know. FKC.
Anyway.
I was going to do The Golden Child with Eddie Murphy and I think Ron Perlman, and an old Ron Perlman was, young Ron Perlman in there. And then with Mr. James Hong, one of my favorites, but I don't think I'll be able to pull it off tomorrow.
Well, they say civilized decadence. I don't know.
Oh, he remembers that Conan didn't work for me. FKC. Yeah, I cut. Do you remember I had it in JT? I was going to play Conan, and then and for some reason, it cuts off in the last 10 minutes or something. I couldn't get it to work. And I was like so happy that I actually checked it before I put it up on YouTube movie night. Unlike the one night that I did play the movie and didn't put the link in the chat, it was just me and Buddy the whole night. Shakes the clown.
Yeah.
It's like, God dang, how do I have 7 people on YouTube side, nobody watching it with me, just me and Buddy? So I never put the damn link in.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Good catch there, JT. But the art here is John Buscema. He's very famous. If you don't know who he is, he was around for a long time. Very good artist, and for me, I like the detail. The steps, the shoes. He puts the muscles, the shading, even into the walls. The shutters have all the little wood line panels in them. Occasional little bricks over here, just everything. The hills,
this black and white is not as easy as some people would think it would be.
No, it's not. Look at his hair. Conan looks really good here. His face and his head sculpt is pretty good.
Well, right now we don't know it's Conan. We just know it's a barbarian.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, we know it's Conan.
So anyway, he's just walking through this town. I'm not going to really name some towns here if it comes up. And he's just kind of chilling. He's walking through, and they set it up with the writing. I was paying attention to some of the writing. It's good. It's really good. And Roy Thomas, I know that name as well. He was around, did a lot of writing. So it's just basically a setup of Conan coming through, and then he meets these ladies. And other figures, however, the grim stranger does not pretend not to notice JT.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet. I wonder why. I don't know many.
Is this misandry? I think they're objectifying him.
Well, they might be. But I was thinking, what's the average of having 3 street urchins all hot at the same time? All 3? Come on.
All 3. This is sexism. Sexism. How dare they?
Thank you, buddy. That is, you're right. Randall Cobb, he was the boxer back in the day. If you, JT, I don't know if you're old enough to remember it. Yeah, that's right. Buddy's right. Randall Cobb. Anyway, thank you for that, buddy. I always like to be corrected because I don't look as stupid as I was when I said it. So anyway, he's walking down. He sees these fine young, fine upstanding young women on the side of the street. And
she's like, I want him to buy me drinks. Wait, I thought we were supposed to have strong women in this.
Yeah. And Conan, he's a hero, but he's not exactly always a good dude. I mean, he's a Stygian from back in the day who, he's a mercenary, and he likes to hang out with the ladies of the night sometimes. He's not he's not what you call a fine, upstanding young gentleman himself.
Well, I'm just saying they want to use him for his looks and to take his money. So
basically,
kind of toxic, Dave.
I like it. So what happens is they try to make a deal, But he's like, look, I'm flat broke, but I am going to go kick some ass later on. So, hey, but never to, let a good mark easily walk off. They're like, well, this town's kind of crazy. Just go, find some money and come back. And he's like, okay. But JT, what I thought I was just laughing my butt off from before was he doesn't plan on just having a weekend bender. He plans on having a week bender.
Yep.
That was kind of funny to me. I was like, geez, dude, but that is Conan for you, though. And he's like, yeah, you know what? You're right, ladies. I'm going to go crack some skulls. And they're like, out of way, big boy. This was the writing that I was talking about.
Yep.
Do you think that's funny, JT, or do you like that kind of writing?
It's clever. It's a little hammy.
Yeah, but it was unexpected. I didn't
scroll down a little bit.
Oh yeah. Well, I wanted to get
there.
To
we
his
go.
Face.
That's better.
Oh yeah. His face here is done really well. And this is John Buscema. Guys in the chat, did he do some Spider-Man? Buscema, is that where I'm knowing him from? Anywho, I should have asked Nick to come on this, Nick or Mark. And so yeah, he's like, all right, ladies, I'll be back. And
yeah.
Yeah, Daft comes after Alter and pimp slaps them for the you guys are great. So he's just walking around and hears some guys not having a good
that's
day.
Kind of coded, even if women are willing to trade their sincerity, quote unquote, for a flagon of forgetfulness.
Yes, so this was some of the clever writing that I was talking about, and that was I like that, right? Even by women. I'm glad you pointed that out. Thank you.
Yeah.
What they call it? Would you say a flagon of forget? Yeah, there it is. Flagon of forgetfulness.
Yep.
Anyway, he runs into these dudes who are running away, and there's your shading issue. I don't know what happened here. I guess they just didn't want to do the building, but it does stand out okay.
Maybe.
These guys in these robes, and it comes off and pretty well here for just a quick little cutscene. And these dudes are running away, and they smash right into Conan, who was just kind of just standing there. And you're like, oh, that's not going to end well. But let's figure out what's going on. And he's like, look out, you clumsy clod, or even your priest's garb won't. And he's like, oh, whatever. And he's like, you're after me. But he's kind of chill here. I didn't expect that right away. He's like, easy, dude.
They're pretending to get beat up in combat from him. And he's like, I'm not even throwing punches.
Yeah. If you look closely, with JT's pointing out, I didn't even notice that before. Good job,
this guy here's doing a LeBron James right now. Oh, that's a foul right there. A technical.
So Conan had enough of that. Who put pimp slap in the chat? Because there's your pimp slap right there. He backhands this dude. Blah. And we love our hit swirls, do we not, JT?
Yep.
Remember Black Panther? Oh, dude, they were so good. Kirby was pretty good with that. Buscema's got one here. Really good roundhouse backhand, dude. Whack. That probably would have knocked that dude out, broke his jaw if Conan had actually done that to you. And he's trying to figure out what's going on. The priest's running away. And so this face sculpt, that's good. That's really good face there. A little long on the nose, but other than that, because I was thinking of Joker, that's why. But close-ups with faces, that really shows off your talent as an artist. And hands and feet. Well, then he runs right into a bunch of other dudes. And
favors of Ishtar.
Yeah, these guys are called the second swarthy form of yeah, these guys aren't that nice of guys. So now he's pissed. Now he's pissed off. So he just takes this guy and head slams him right into the dirt.
Yeah, that's a KO right there.
Oh, that's a definite KO. Fatality. We'll do some Mortal Kombat tonight. We should have a body clicker by the end of these 2 stories. Because it's going to get brutal.
At him, brothers. He's seen too much. He's seen a bunch of loose women, but I don't know what else he's seen. Okay.
Yeah. So a little mystery on that guy. But if I was this guy who was standing next to his buddy who just got skull slammed, I'd have been like, yeah, I've seen too much. See ya.
Oh, yeah.
Screw you. I'm coming home. Well, that was my terrible Cartman. But screw you guys. I'm going home.
It's a little better there. There you go.
Yeah, I hadn't really planned on doing it. So I just kind of.
I'm going home. Yeah.
Hey, Lady V.
Lady V. Good to see you.
Yes. Welcome. Thank you for popping in.
You missed the misandry.
Oh, we'll wait till Red Sonja.
Of men a little bit earlier.
Oh, we got woman power coming up though, JT.
Hashtag us also.
Don't worry. Red Sonja comes in and
all right, that's cool, Lady V. Thanks for dropping by and hitting that like. Good to see you.
Oh, well, awesome. Thank you so much.
We'll get you in the Fortnite. Don't worry.
I actually might play that tonight. I don't know. Let's not get into that conversation.
Sure.
But because I haven't, didn't they have a free, they did something for free and then people are mad or something about it?
Oh, I have no idea. I have no idea.
Anyway. Oh no, I think their prices went up or something.
Yeah, they've been doing that like crazy.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. They were complaining they weren't making money, and I'm like, "Are you for real?"
Well, they were paying all these high profile celebrities to put their name in the game, and it didn't pay off because nobody cares about
for
these people.
And stuff. Okay. Yeah. Well, this is a Fortnite group, buddy. Buddy hangs out. Oh, and buddy, I miss you, man. I'm not going to put out your business there, but missed you over there on Twitter. We'll talk about that later. So anyway, let's get to some fighting, JT. Let's get to some sword action. So Conan's mad. He choke slams that dude into foreverness and pulls out the sword.
Into like, here we go. Heaven. Okay.
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
He said, "Step forward and join your mothers in dog heaven."
Yeah, dude, what an insult! And when I was reading this, I read that I was like, "Yeah, that's Conan." And so this is how clever. This is what I like about writing that's clever, and they integrate it into the characters themselves. This guy here catches on to how bad that insult really is, and he actually makes a comment about it. He's like, "What? Insult and blasphemy at the same time?" He's like, right. Okay, that really pisses this dude off because apparently you're so tough, but hurty words really get to you.
Quick comment on the art. His leg doesn't look right.
Which one?
This dude in the front.
Yeah, it's a little crooked there toward the end. Yeah.
Well, his calf is like busting out of the top of the boot, which should be closer to his knee. But it's not, and then the knee is super skinny. Anyway,
it looks a little off there. I just like, but the attention to detail these old artists did, and I ran into a new 52 Batman Superman that I'm trying to dump on YouTube, and some of it was terrible, and then I saw some of it was pretty good. But it had characters I liked all on one page.
Oh, yeah. This is far better than most like 2000s comic book art.
Yeah. So Conan begins to slashing and crashing and carve. Did you say? You mean like this? So this goes back to what we were saying in all the comic books. All these fights that we talk about, JT, is that everybody talks trash while they're fighting.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of reminds me of some anime, actually a lot of anime that I've seen, especially JoJo's. Like every scene, JT, every fight punch, they have to kind of explain it, and you got to kind of get used to that on certain shows, or it kind of gets on your nerve a little bit.
I'm getting the sense here that they put words through this whole fight to slow the reader down. Because if they
Oh,
didn't, you would just flip the page super fast.
yeah, definitely. See, he's explaining that he's doing a backhand, and that's kind of what I was getting at. Or how about this backhand, you cur, or whatever. And your living comrades fled, dog. Oh, so he does use dog. And you'd have done well to follow his example. So he's just basically whipping some tail here, and then he does something really weird. He slips and falls.
That pig of the north.
Yeah. The North remembers. Game of Thrones? No. Tough crowd. All right.
No, don't hold the door for that.
Nice. Oh, door. Nice. I wouldn't make fun of that guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, so Conan uncharacteristically just slips and falls like he's on a banana peel or something. Yes, FKC. He's on fire tonight, dude. Nice. So this guy here, he's got a little bit of an ego, and he's talking to himself. Yeah, but Rico is he's talking. He's using his own name while he's talking. I'm a badass, and I'm going to get you. But then something happens that he gets ambushed from behind. And look who it is, Lady V. I know you're there. Take a look at this. Pow! Wow. Now this is the only thing, JT, that I wish would have been in color here.
Oh, Red Sonja.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have wanted to see that red hair and that.
And it's not because she's a communist.
No. She's an absolute smoke.
And she's not a guardian either.
No, she's not. I don't know if you want to take her home to mother, but
well, yeah,
maybe to the drive-in. But by the way, you know the lore about Red Sonja, though, JT. We should just get this out of the way now. She doesn't have boyfriends, and it's not because of what you think. You have to beat her in battle to win her over. She's a warrior type of thing. You feel me on that one?
Well, I'll challenge her to the rivals in Fortnite.
Okay.
We'll see who comes out on top.
All right. Well, there you go, everybody. Red Sonja and Savage Sword of Conan, #1, right off the bat. I didn't expect that, JT. I didn't know she was going to be in this one because she has her own separate story later, which ties in, obviously. And he's like, oh, so she's giving him shit. I had to rescue you. And he's like, rescue me? Whatever. I'd have gutted him,
So he tripped on a finger.
With a ring on it.
You got to be careful with those. You really do.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, I'll just go with that. Conan slip it on the finger. I guess a little bloody thing laying there. And so he's just having a little banter with her about this finger because it's kind of weird, just laying there.
He says the most based thing in this first cell.
Go ahead, read it.
No, I like not sleeping on the couch.
Hey, wait, you talking about the middle panel there?
No, the first one.
Oh,
I thought you knew.
Which one? Oh, I thought you knew all the answers. No, there's another line that I'm hoping not to miss. I didn't write where it was. He talks about a finger. It way more base. Yeah. Actual toxicity level of about 100. But maybe we'll catch it on the way. So he's like, well, let's go check out that alley. I heard something going on back there. And they find a couple bodies laying there. And she's like, Hounds of Ehrlich. I guess she's got an Irish accent. I don't know the hood of nobody is. But the one in the circle is Costrano. So she actually knows this dude who's just laying there. And he's like, a friend of yours? She's like, nah, not really. But yeah, so they're just like going to go have a night out on the town, I guess. They're just hanging out. They're buddies.
Sure.
So, and it's obvious that they're buddies, that they know each other, which is kind of crazy because they don't really do an origin story just yet. So they didn't waste our time with it. So they just moved right on, and they go into town and they hear a bunch of noise and they're like, oh, it's either a celebration or somebody's going to get, zapped.
Yep.
It was the zapped part. And you got this little evil Loki looking kind of guy down here with the this guy who's going to do the evil deed there. And then you got this kind of lady just kind of hanging around, and what happens here is this guy Castrano has been declared guilty of performing certain nameless obscene rites over at the house of Bertilda. And if you want to hear bass, read what this guy said. Or I could do it. He's like, oh, what man hasn't practiced something at Matilda's house sooner or later?
Ouch.
Yeah. Considering she stated right there, that's her. So like, oh, but I think they put it in.
So he was doing stuff to put it on his Only Friars account.
Yeah.
Okay.
We just swipe left on that. Or is it right? I don't know.
Yeah, you swipe the axe right, I think. I don't know.
Yeah. Now I got a little confused because this dude Castrano has been declared guilty, right? But isn't
Who
that
cares?
him
Off his head, right?
Yeah. Well, it's the same guy who's already dead. So I'm a little confused. So anyway, they walk up, they do the thing. The Axeman's kind of a cool dude. He's like, hey man, I just gotta do what I gotta do. And just be glad I'm good at it. It's like, ooh, rough. That's brutal, dude. But at least he was being nice about it. And a dad man. Hey, I didn't see it. Hey, dad man. Put the little. Oh, what happened? Oh, wrong button.
Oh, where'd he go?
He popped
Right
in and out.
there. Oh, screw you.
Oh, you saw Hail Mary? Everybody's saying it's a great movie. Anyway, I'm gonna have to go see it, Dad Man. I guess.
I thought it was Project Half Maul.
Yeah.
Where they talk about the top half of Darth Maul. Because Maul lives, by the way.
Yeah. I think Dad Man was waiting for that. I think it's one of his best things ever. It's for Maul to be alive. So anyway, after the
FKHC,
the little,
he was headstrong.
Nice. So they're trying to figure out a little mystery here now that this finger. So apparently they just been walking around holding it. So they're like, "No, wait a second." He goes, "The robed ones I saw were the dead wizard's apprentices who stole head and body and finger and joined them neatly within the service." I got a little messed up with the time frame here. How they discovered the body before he got the deed done to him is a little beyond me. I don't understand.
Oh, it was a flashback.
Flashback. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I missed that totally. That's what I'm assuming. And then, so they're like, you know what? As tough and rough as these two are, they don't really like all that mystical stuff. They don't get into that kind of stuff. JT, do you know what I mean?
Sure.
They're not really into Conan, and they'll go join a mercenary army and go fight, and do whatever they got to do to 100 people on the opposite side for money. But they draw the line at this kind of stuff. So he throws it away. He's like, you know what? I don't. So they're back to the body here. And I get where he said they stole the apprentices stole it. So that put me back on timeline. So thanks for pointing that out for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, all right, screw this. Drop the frame. Let's go drink. I'm like, all right, I'm in. So, but if you value your hands, you'll keep them to yourself. See what I mean, JT? He's trying to be all slick.
And
He's doing-
they're gonna split a pint.
Yeah.
Or split a pitcher rather.
Probably a couple pitchers if I know them.
Yeah.
And he tries to do the yawn in the movie theater. Put his arm over. And she's like, no. And he calls her Sonja. But this little interesting thing happens here. He doesn't really throw it in the trash because they don't really have trash cans. The finger goes and joins the body on its own. So that was pretty creepy. And then we get a good tavern scene because what's without a good tavern scene? And it's pretty good. A lot of detail going on. And then you're like, well, they're having a chat. And she goes, you see, Conan, it wasn't that I wanted to desert you. And you're like, uh-oh. You were, once we stolen that serpent tiara together, but I had my orders. It's kind of a tie-in to the movies Thulsa Doom and, Conan's girlfriend and the Red Sonja movies and all kinds of stuff. Gives a throwback to these comics. And he's like, well, you're a fugitive, so no doubt there's a price on your head, which goes into the second story. Sorry if I'm dragging things out here, JT. I was just trying to.
You're good. You're good.
And so apparently she ditched him along the way, which we'll get later. So how are you tracking with all this so far, JT?
It's pretty easy. It's easy enough.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. You get a little mystery here with the finger and all this kind of stuff. And then we're going to get a little bit of toxicity action here because we get this lady shows up, scantily clad. And she's like, well, if it isn't the spendthrift from the frozen north. And she's like, well, who's this old baggage? And then I look down and it's Red Sonja actually says that.
Yeah.
So I was like, uh-oh, cat fight, right? And look at the grin on Conan's face. He kind of knows that something's going to go down. He's like, oh, it's just a friend. But I saw over a drink too.
Yeah, dude, no one believes that. No one ever believes that.
So when we talk about these face sculpts, these close-ins, he's got a little bit of a smirk there. It's not much. It's really slight, but she's like, well, never mind, barbarian. How could I be jealous if your drinking comrade is a woman of foreign misadventures? He's like, uh-oh.
Whoa.
Yeah, we know what that means, right, ladies? When you talk to another lady like that, we know what that she's hinting at, right? Everybody, Flash. Yes, I should go get the Flash shirt.
I don't like your tone, two chins. Whoa. Okay. We're getting a cat fight here, and he already took a seat on that stool or that chair. It's kicking his feet up. He has a little flag and a veil. He's getting ready.
Here's some of the artwork that I just now noticed. I didn't notice it earlier. Look at her little stool there. She jumps up with the force that it knocks the stool over. Did you catch that there? Right here by her leg, Sonja's back leg behind her. So you can tell, like you said,
we should get in a 360-degree view just for science.
Yes. and so this lady's like, who says that? And cop, I said so, slut.
Uh-oh.
Bang. And man, does she give her a left hook, dude. Knocks her ass all the way across the room into a table, knocks over a couple guys.
That's what Gina's going to do to Ronda Rousey here coming up.
Oh, too bad it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
You think Gina's going to get her, huh?
Oh, yeah.
So Sonja tells her, get your ass.
She's looking great, by the way. I saw her getting out, going into something in a dress for that fight. Gina's looking great.
If she constrains, if they put their minds to it, it should be a good fight.
Yeah.
If they take it seriously, you know. Anyway, Conan's just kind of like, oh yeah, like I said, same old Sonja. By the way, did I tell you I like your armor? What little there is of it? So this is the writing that I'm like, oh, okay. He's just now bringing that up. And she says some few things. We're going to move out here a little bit. Some strange guy walks in. He's pulling the, cloaked, mysterious kind of guy. And this dude comes up to him and says, hey, man, you got to order or get out or something like that. And he's like, no, man, I just want some information. But he's like real scary type of guy. And he wants to know where that house is that we mentioned with Bertilda, the lady from before.
Yeah.
And guy tells him where it is. He's like, cool. I'll see you. And he walks out. But Conan happens to notice the guy. And guess what? It's what's his name with the finger. And Conan's like, what the you know what I mean? I imagine seeing that. And you're like, wait. I mean, especially, for Conan back in the day with all that crazy mystic stuff going on. Anyway, the lady that Red Sonja kicked the bleep out of decided to go get the popo.
So wait, if you scroll back up just a little bit, did I miss something here? Then then a flagon or two later, I drifted back here to the city of thieves.
How far up?
But come the morrow, I'm off to the west again. Conan's going off into the west, and this guy is like saying, some real Gollum level stuff here from the look of it.
Yeah,
with this ring.
Conan made mention to the ladies of the night earlier that he was off before. He said he was going to take a week off before he's going to go. He's a mercenary. So he was going to go join some army and go fight for some money. And I think that's what he's referring to. And then he gets kind of just so bizarrely, he's like, what the is that? And then in the meantime, the old lady here who got her ass kicked went and got the popo. But she says that they murdered the guy because apparently she saw them leaving the alleyway or something. They just kind of wrote that in so they could have a bar fight.
Yeah, they'd better be here dragging us at night into the mall. MAUL. Dadman, hashtag mall lives.
Mall lives. Oh, I think he left already. JT is bad. He put that in the chat. Oh man, but he didn't make a Ruby Rod joke on you, so
Well,
Corbin, my man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyway, the popo shows up and like, oh, you're under arrest because she ratted on Conan and Sonja, and he's like, God dang it, can I even have a damn beer?
Yeah,
he's like, come on, and that was funny. And she's like, yeah, I'm with you. And her scantily clad stuff that Conan pointed out. So here we go. Bar fight. Yes. And you kind of knew that was going to happen. There's no way they're walking into a bar and not get into a bar fight. So I was pretty happy about that. And they're like, oh, there's too many of them. And so they like smash a table over a bunch of them and run out. Basically, that's what happens. Trying to see if that one line, I was looking for that one line about the finger, but I think you get the drift of what I was getting at.
Right.
I think we missed it, but it was total toxicity. And so they're like, you know what? So now they're all like the Scooby-Doo thieves, and we're going to go to the house of Berthilda now too, because I want to know what's up with that dude in the damn finger. So curiosity's getting the best of him here. And she's like, what did she say here? Oh, yeah, she makes a joke because it's a house of ill repute. And he's like, well, I'm not that much of a slave.
Whorehouse.
Say it again, JT.
A whorehouse.
Yeah. Oh, if you watch Aqua Teen Hunger Force, you remember I told you about the Carl, the neighbor?
Yeah.
That's how he says it. He loves the strip club too. But he
Be in my morning commute then, because I got to drive by like 8 of those places on the way to work.
Good Lord,
Yeah.
dude.
In between all the weed shops and the liquor stores and the fried chicken. Yeah.
Good Lord, dude. And the pawn shops. I got a few of those right down the road.
Yep. Yeah.
Fast food, pawn, auto, tax. Do your taxes. And dentist.
Oh no,
Shitload.
dental stuff.
Come to Florida, dude. They're on every corner.
There is a little Caesars on my drive-in that has a security guard that sits out in front of it.
Oh,
so you don't go in and try to steal the hot and ready pizza. Great part of town I got to drive through, I tell you.
Yeah. And well, she makes a comment about him doing that, and he didn't like that. He snaps back at her and goes, "Well, I'm not that much of a slave to lust, girl." But that hood man, he had that dude's ring, and I'm gonna go figure out what the heck is going on. So they go, and the place is all a mess, and they find another body just laying there. And he's like, he makes a joke about it that, oh yeah, look, there it is right there. That's why the place is a mess. Oh,
and then on that one, he's like, we've both seen Stranger Things when it was good.
Yeah.
In the first couple seasons.
Yep. Well, I like that because it kind of throws back to how well they know each other. And apparently they've known each other for a long time now, not just casually every now and then. They've got a history, a long history.
Like Steven Spielberg and Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah. Where she was an assistant.
Yep.
And she's like, "Well, why are you so scared or something?" She tries to make fun of him, a little light banter, even though they're going into this really creepy place. And he's like, "Well, because I'm the one that dropped the finger, and I'm trying to figure out what's going on," which I already brought up. And then they sneak up on some people, kind of like Indiana Jones style, Kalima, Temple of Doom type of thing. And some guy is just yelling in the background. And I do know this back, Golgoroth and Yog something. Is that from Batman? When the Doom came to Gotham cartoon, Golgoroth, I think, is a famous bad guy, like Cthulhu or something like that. If I'm reading that correctly.
You might be right, Dave. It's getting late here for me, so I don't remember off the top of my head. It sounds right.
Yeah. And so they meet this guy. He's down there, and they've got what's her name strapped up, and they're going to sacrifice her. Kind of par for the course stuff here. But I like the artwork. I mean, the detail is crazy as well. It's just all over the place how they do. They take the time to do that. And so yeah, he's like, "No, fool. I'm alive? No, I'm an undead. I'm the undead type of thing." And he's like a zombie type. Well, see, Conan, they don't like that, all that kind of crazy mystical crap, dude. They they're very, very against it. So he just jumps right at him. He's like, "Well, you're still human while you are." And by Crom, I'll side with the living against the dead every time.
Oh, okay.
And you get a little Gargamel action here. And he's got this big ass mace. I was like, "Where'd you get that from? Where'd you get that, dude?" And just a couple pages of art
he
here.
Kind of looks like the Hulk there.
Oh, good call, dude. Yeah, that's total Hulk. Good job. Yeah. And get some art there. All right. And Conan doesn't waste much time here, dude. He just goes. He's just like one boom.
Well, it's been 3 pages since we've had a fight, so we've got to fight again.
Right? I mean, he just straight up jabs him right in the chest, right off the bat. And he's like, "You fool, da 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 da." And you would try to do me with a thing of Marist metal? So apparently it didn't work. And Sonya's over there kicking ass, and there's this pit, and you're like, uh-oh. What's going
You're
on
like,
there?
I've seen the 300 movie.
Yeah, 300. And oh my gosh, what Ash, Evil Dead. That's the one where he falls into the pit. I did the movie on it. Army of Darkness. So it reminds me of the Army of Darkness pit. And so he almost gets his head taken off because the sword didn't kill him. And he takes a chunk right above his head with that damn mace.
Oh, yeah.
Anything you see? I mean, it's just pretty standard stuff here, JT, right?
Oh, yeah, just a lot of fighting.
Yeah, lots of
A
fighting.
lot of fighting.
And, well, Sonja here, uncharacteristically, is she needs help. So he tries to come over and chop the arm off. Didn't work. Old Colstronamo, whatever his name is, comes and ambushes in with the big club thing. But Conan, who's smart, just chops his hand off. I don't know if you caught that right there. He just cuts it right off.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, he's like, oh, so that's twice you've lost that self-same hand wizard. He makes a joke about it.
Scratch.
Huh?
It's just a flesh wound.
Yeah. Like Conan makes light of it, takes the opportunity to make fun of the guy for losing his hand again. And he goes, now retrieve your weapon with the other hand. We'll go on with our fight. And I mean, I just like that. It's just funny to me. But interestingly enough, and I didn't realize this. Okay, now that the finger's gone, right? So he's just an old creepy corpse now. I was like, oh, that's right. Clever. I didn't catch on to that until he showed. Even Conan was like, his ring's gone. He's just a corpse again. So he's like, well, I'm gonna just throw your nasty ass corpse right into the pit, and that should help out. And he calls her a red-haired hellcat at the same time. Called Sonja that. And she's like, oh, well, that thing's coming up the pit. And he's like, nah, I'll just close it. No biggie. But Conan, as the average gentleman he is, JT, what is he doing over here? What's he immediately reverts?
I can't tell.
He goes to help the lady out.
Yeah, it's hard to tell what's going on there, though.
Yeah, he closes the big heavy stone over the pit to seal in the demon monster thing. And Sonja's like, let's get the heck up out of here, man. Let's just get out of here. And he's like, no, not so fast, woman. I have a lady to take care of. She's still shaking to weaker's walk. So he's being the gentleman now, right? And he's carrying her, and she pulls a #MeToo on him instead of saying thank you. Put me down, you brainless oaf. I'll be hauled around like an ox carcass. And so Sonja, she takes a turn to jib right back at him and says, yeah, go ahead. Say it. Sorry.
Oh, no, go for it.
Yeah, she's recovering nicely. So anyway, this lady who's completely ungrateful just walks off. I was like, what the heck, man?
And Sonja is still showing some jealousy. Cannot handle any woman within 10 feet of this guy.
No, she can't, but she plays the tough role about it. And he goes, why would she want to go back there ever? And of course, with the ladies, it's about the jewelry. Sorry, I couldn't pass that one up. She says it. I didn't say it. Okay, Lady V, I know you're back there laughing at me, but she says it. I'll read it. Well, I do. That ring jewel of Castrano's must be worth a small fortune, and she's obviously less choosy. than we about where our wealth come from. Kind of like the shoes. Right,
Oh,
ladies?
okay.
See what I mean? JT with the humor and the
Mhm.
clever writing. It's very nice. It's great. And like I said, I didn't write it, so don't come at me. And then just kind of hashtagging each other with stuff, going back and forth, and talking about what happened. And then they hear a scream out in the back because they're like, "Wait a second! If you so they realize that the body's in the pit. They threw the ring with the finger in the pit too, JT. So Sonja thinks, well, wait a second, you threw both of them in the pit together? Well, then they're just gonna, and then they hear the scream. Ah!
Mhm.
And they're like, well, you ungrateful bia, we ain't coming back again. See ya. See how that works? Be nice to people. Don't be ungrateful, right, JT? I mean,
Right.
so now they feel totally vindicated for
Oh,
just leaving her.
I don't blame them. They should feel vindicated.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's what you get for being ungrateful.
Oh, yeah. It's pretty
So-
black and white, cut and dry.
Did you say black and white?
Yeah.
Nice. I don't know if you meant that, but it's awesome. If you meant it, it's great.
Oh, I did. Trust me.
Totally. Look at Conan. Look at what he's doing again.
He's like, I'm going to get me too'd. Time to keep the hand way up high.
Yeah. And but she's like, yeah, but I still want that hand back where it belongs.
You better get that in writing, dude.
Yeah. So what'd you think for number one? Let's just do a quick review on that, or you want to keep going? How much time we got, guys? What are we at?
We're over an hour in.
Just an hour. Okay, so we're good for now. How are you doing on time, JT?
I'm doing all right.
Okay, all right. We'll go through this pretty quickly. I'll just freeze frame so people can look at it on the replay. And I forgot my PSA announcement for anybody who is still here or watching this on the replay. If you happen to see that I'm doing this off of a comics website, I am using a third-party browser to stop the ads. And I 100 million times suggest that you do that and not use your regular browsers, or you are going to get some pop-ups that you will not want. Yeah, okay.
Or maybe you'll want them.
It's up to you.
Not
Unless
me.
you want your computer
Not
to catch
Dave.
fire and smoke.
Maybe that's your thing.
It could be. I wouldn't suggest it because your computer is not going to be working in about 24 hours. Not that I know from experience, but I've seen other people talk about it. That was actually on an Aqua Teen Hunger Force show too. All the pop-ups. All right, so we get some quotes here. Bunch of words and some old look like some old
That looks like a photograph, doesn't it?
That's total photograph of some South Park reference here. Damn Mongolians.
Yeah.
This was kind of a favorite or a famous thing from Song of Red.
You gonna sing it
Sonja.
to us?
I am not going to sing it, but I'll read it. All the world's a gore-ribbed. I can't see. I couldn't even see that because lo, the devil's laughs with glee. Come and dance then, you with me. Come and caper wild and free. With red blood, those fires are lit. Hades smoke and tinged with it. And I was going to go with something else there at the end, but because I was going to talk about Red Sonja and something, but never mind.
Oh, well, there's only so many words that rhyme with lit, and one of them you can't even say on YouTube. So, anyway, moving on.
Not even a little bit.
No,
We're doing. Oh my gosh! You know we're doing quotes from another movie now, right? We're doing that.
yeah.
See if you can't remember the movie. It's Mark's favorite movie, Princess Bride.
Oh,
Anybody want a peanut? And he's like, stop doing that. So do we want to do the Red Sonja one here? We have time. If you want to go through
We
it.
can do one more.
All right. And that was the game plan anyway. I like the art here, but it's quite busy though. It's a lot. The detail in here is almost even too much for me.
They don't bring her into the foreground enough. They do with the horse, but not her.
Yeah.
She's lost in the background a little too much.
She needed to be closer frame to show her detail better. You got that part. You nailed that. And all the other detail just kind of makes her like you can barely even see that she's in it, because the only reason is she's sitting on the horse. Like these guys over here to the right, even like their
she's going out to is that the Punisher?
Yeah, right. You notice that looks like the Punisher symbol.
Yeah,
totally
now
does.
You got this I don't know, mercenary on the right over here saying that Red Sonja is going to go out there and defend the patriarchy. How toxic.
Yeah, well, they paid her, a lot, I guess.
Oh, then it makes it okay.
They gave her equal pay.
Yeah.
So no man knows the place of her birth, nor where she learned to wield a sword to shame many a male. They know only that she is called the she-devil of the Arcanian steps, however you want to call it. So these guys know her very well, apparently, like you said, JT, and pointed out that they're making comments about her. And so the other guy's like, don't be talking to her. She's busy. The detail's crazy over here on the left. The chains, the walls, all kinds of stuff. And the horse is pretty good too. So this is Red Sonja, created by Robert Howard. Yay. And we're going to see another very famous artist here, Neil Adams. I think I know her each. I don't know Esteban. But Neil Adams, yes, definitely. And shout out to Clobbering Times. I wish Mike were still around. He would definitely be able to chime in on some Neil Adams work, especially some Batman and stuff.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, in fact, I had a good conversation with one of the very lucky times I was doing a live stream with him about a Batman comic. And forgive me, I don't know the name of it, but it's an homage cover to the original. And I asked him, there's such a big deal about graded comics, right, JT? That purists and stuff, we don't really want the graded comics. I have a few. I think you have a few too as well.
Oh, yeah.
Because you really want to get your hands on them. You want to be able to read a Spider-Man #1.
Oh,
with gloves.
I've got a couple signed and graded 9.8 and 9.9. Yeah.
Yeah. I've got a few laying around. I had some. I sold a couple. I was like, I want those back. So I asked Mike, all right, Mike, I'm going to give you a question here. If you had that Batman one or a very, very old one, but, over time, they fall apart. You just got to keep them safe and airtight and all that kind of stuff. And he goes, would you take an 8.5 of this or a 1.5, but not in the case? He goes, I'll take both.
The 1.5 will be so bad. I mean,
right. But at least you get to read
ripped and stuff.
You get to read an actual original one. You have it in your hands. He goes, I'll take both. That's a good answer. Anyway, we're going to go through these pretty quick.
Yeah.
There's a
lot of talking here. Wow. That's a lot of text.
You beat me to it, JT, and I think everybody in the chat knows you very well about now that we knew you were going to say that. In fact, for me, I couldn't take it. It was like, that's a lot of damn text.
Yeah.
That is a lot of damn text, and JT is not going to like this. But I like the art. The art is really good. It's just so...
What little of it you can see.
Yeah, right? Like the top left, the face sculpt is pretty good. I'm always talking about face sculpts for the most part. So anyway, these two guys are talking about Red Sonja, and this is the king here. The fat dude with the hat and all this stuff, and his bodyguard striking a pose here in the middle. I'm like, okay. He's an albino bodyguard named Trollus. So basically,
please don't troll us.
yeah, don't troll us. Basically, this king here hires Sonja to go support a fellow kingdom in a fight against somebody else. But really, he wants her to go steal that serpent necklace that we made reference to earlier. And he tells her straight up, that's what I want you to go do. I'm, just go steal that for me under the ruse of helping my buddies out. She's like, okay, you pay me, I'll go do it. She don't care. And basically that's what it is. So she's leading them. This montage is kind of confusing, but I kind of like it, kind of don't. There's no distinct blocks of pattern, but you get the art with all the guys charging out of the castle there with her in the lead. It's pretty cool.
There's a lot of chaos going on this page.
Yeah.
From an organizational standpoint, I'm not quite a fan.
Yeah. And she's wearing a different outfit, kind of. So clad in a shirt of silvery mail, Red Sonja has led the city's paid mercenaries west. There's a key there. Westward. Where have we heard that before? About 10 minutes ago. And to defend the poor kingdom of Makalat against the armies of so-and-so against so-and-so.
Yeah.
And basically this is a throwback story, even though it does feature her, because when we were talking about that serpent tiara that had already been made mention in the Conan story, and the history between those two, we're going to get a little bit of that. I'm not so much digging the black and white here. It's not the art itself. I think it's just the lighting. This is an old scan. I've turned my light up as much as possible to the point it hurts. It hurts actually looking at the art.
Yeah.
And I'm actually going to turn it down one tone. That helped out a little bit because there's not a glare. Let me do one more tone, see if that helps.
It does. It does feel washed out, though.
It does.
I don't know if a better scan is going to help that any.
You'd have to get a really, really good copy.
Even looking at the original page, I don't think that's going to help.
No.
I think it's just washed out.
The actual drawing and stuff is cool. Like this. So anyway, I've skipped around too much. So after a decent time, of fighting and stuff to help out that town, which was kind of what she was doing. She's got a secondary quest here to steal that serpent tiara. She runs into Conan, and she gets him to help her. But when she grabs,
how does she manage that?
It would probably just pay him. You want to make some money? He's like, oh, yeah, sure.
How'd she pay him?
We'll leave that up to the imagination.
Details. Okay.
Yeah. When she touches the thing, here we go with the mystic magical stuff, which is really cool. It turns into a big snake thingy, which is actually what
when she touches the thing, it's magical and it turns into a big snake thingy.
They call it, let's see.
I don't know if you just realized what
dragon thing.
What she said.
That's what they said. Dragon thing. See, they said they called it a dragon thingy.
So when she touches the big thing, it's magical and it turns into a big dragon thing. Okay.
Yeah. They wrote it. Okay. They wrote it. So down here, we've got them fighting the dragon thing. The artwork's pretty cool. The dragon thing coming down the hallway. I don't like this this writing block, this text block right in the middle of the page. I don't like that. Should put it up in the corner or something. It's very distracting. But the snake dragon thing to the left, I do like that page. That's a lot of cool art right there. But again, it's kind of faded and a little bit hard to see. So the story there is, okay, sorry, let me scroll back up for everybody. Sorry about that. actually read the one in the beginning. So yeah, at length, twin powers of sword sorcery bested it. They win. They beat the dragon thingy, and it shrank once more into the tiara, which she had turned to escape. And what happened?
They fought the big dragon, and then
Oh, yeah.
afterwards it shrank. Okay.
Yes. And
There's an allegory running through this thing.
Yeah, a little bit, a wee bit.
Yeah.
So what she does is somehow or another, when he's not paying attention, they don't really explain it, which she in turn escaped with leaving her barbarian ally sullen and betrayed in the dust. She just leaves his ass, I guess, probably sleeping, because it looks like there's a moon out or something here at this bottom one. And she's on the horse. Looks like moonlight. She gets up and leaves, although he probably trusts her, I guess. I don't know why, but he does. And he's snoozing, and she leaves. But they put a little hint here that she has not forgotten him like other people. Anyway, we get back to the original kingdom where she got hired, and there's just a lot of people around. Just a lot of people hanging around, guards, I guess, and the bodyguard guy in his scantily clad outfit. And she comes back with the tiara, and what do you think is going to happen to her, JT? I'll give you a guess.
She gets arrested or detained.
Yeah, and do you want to take a wild guess what they're going to do with her?
Throw her in the dungeon?
Close enough. You said the word earlier, but it's just a different connotation. They're going to throw her into the harem.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's gonna make her. He's gonna pimp her for himself. But it gets even more toxic. She fights, and she's like, "You mother, son of a. I was a loyal soldier." And he's like, "I didn't really promise you anything. Like you said, get it in writing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give you the best gift ever, me, and put you in my harem."
Oh,
yeah. And they out muscle her to the ground there, and she beats them up pretty good, but there's too many of them. And he actually says this is the really toxic part here. He says to the bodyguard, "I see you lust after the warrior wench as much as I do." And then look what he tells her. You want to read it?
You go for it.
Well, then you shall have visiting privileges with her as well. Like, whoa, whoa, dude. Really? I didn't see that coming. Because first of all, I thought he was playing for the other team, to be honest with you. But anyway, because of that pose earlier, I was like, what kind of pose is he doing?
Yeah.
Anyway, apparently he's a badass, or he wouldn't be the king's bodyguard. So I'll give him that. And he's like, "All right, whatever. I'm in." I was like, wow. So they take her, and the harem girls are down there, and they're cleaning her up, and they're going to dress her all up. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Buck Rogers type of thing going on.
Okay.
You remember Buck Rogers?
I do.
They did that. And
in one woman to another, you'll get as well as you gave.
Yeah, no. What I'm thinking of is Flash. Wait, did I say Buck Rogers? Well, they did. Buck Rogers. No, Flash. Sorry. Dude, man, I'm getting my movies mixed up. Golly. Sorry, JT. What'd you say?
So she says you'll get as good as you gave. Now they're going to get into a water fight.
Yeah.
Splash each other.
And then it's like a slow-mo 1980s teen movie for guys.
Oh, and heavens me, look at that second one.
Yeah. And so basically, she's just having a lot of talks. They're dolling her up, cleaning her up, give her and tell her, you just might as well give up, and it ain't going to help you to do it again. And I'm thinking the whole time, when's it going to happen? When is she's calmed down for a reason? Because she really can't do anything.
She's got a plan.
Of course she does. That's Red Sonja, dude. Right?
Yeah.
So this guy brings her back, and they're like, "Hey, when are we gonna get it on? We're gonna." He's literally just like that, you know.
Right.
He's like, she wasn't supposed to be in battle. She's supposed to be in a king's boudoir. I mean, he actually is talking like that.
Yeah. So it's probably not going to end well for him. I'm just thinking.
I wouldn't think so, because either I was thinking the bodyguard might take him out here because he's in love with her or something. He's in total lust with her. And I was waiting for that to happen. I was thinking, this guy is going to just.
Oh, the albino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's like kissing his ass really well. She's calling him, "Oh, blessed king," and all this type of thing to just, put him at ease.
Yeah.
And 1,000 scribes scratching away from the De La Mura sink could not have phrased it more precisely. And calls her my little chipmunk. I'm like, where did that come from? Okay. Wow. It's like, you may rewrite that one.
Hey, maybe he's a fan of the Rescue Rangers. You never know.
Yeah. And she's chilling up real close to him. Then it gets a little phrasing
Spicy.
again.
Well,
Huh? Go ahead.
it gets a little spicy.
Yeah, but it's not what you think. So she's like, "Ooh, a dagger of some sort and ruby studded, but so small." I'm like, "What?" Oh, he actually has a dagger. He actually has a real dagger there. I was like, "Okay, I didn't see that." I'm like, where are they going with this? So she takes the dagger, and it's a little bitty dagger, but it's big. It's big enough. So she's like, "Well, you don't fear me. I'm just a little plaything, right?" And you're like, "Uh-oh." She's gonna gut him.
Yeah.
And close enough. She catches him right there. I don't want to get too graphic with what I'm saying here. You can see exactly where the little dagger lands, and it's a fatality. And she gets him in a good spot.
Yes, she
Probably
does.
the only spot she could get his big self at. But the bodyguard, now, I was totally wrong. He's a loyal dude, and he flips out. He wasn't like, "Oh, sweet, man, now I got a chance." Nope. He's really mad, and I'm like, "Ooh, we're gonna get a good sword fight, because we haven't had a sword fight in a few pages, like you said, JT. You called it out."
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. No, it's been more than 2.
we haven't had 3
We're due
pages.
for one.
That was great when you said that earlier. Well, we haven't had a fight in 3 pages. I was like, damn, burn. Anyway, there's almost too much stuff in this guy's room, man. Wow. He's got all this crap around the throne room, and he can't even get to her because he's got to run from the other side of this huge bed, because they did do the Game of Thrones scene. I'm not going to say what happened in that scene where what's his name was in the room. Did you catch on to that? What he did here?
No.
He told Valis to stay in the room.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. All right. So that's why he's in the room. Yeah. All righty, freaky deaky time. I was like, okay. But
He was over in the chair.
Yeah, he was just chilling in the corner over there.
Yeah,
that's why he couldn't get to her, because he was on the other side of the room, and there's so much crap in this dude's room that Valis tries to jump over the bed, and I don't ask me why I noticed, because I was reading this. I guess when I get finished, what's left of you will be turned over to the palace torturers, and I guess he's got like a coin sack there.
Well, I would hope so.
Literally a coin sack. And I was like, what is this art thing? It was like, never mind. I'm not gonna. I wasn't even gonna bring it up, but So she's just slashing and hacking her way out, and she catches the guard sleeping. It was like, oh no. She even tells him, oh yeah, he was just dozing. And she hacks him up, but that gives old albino guy time to catch up and almost takes her head off here twice. Whoosh, whoosh. Which would have been way better served not in black and white here.
Well, he says her head will be adorned on the palace gate come morning.
Yeah, you forget the harlot part. Yeah, it's pretty brutal stuff though, JT, you know. But you don't get the blood and stuff flying around when she hacked that guard. You don't really see a lot of that in some of the earlier comics. They just don't show it. They'll show the hack, but not the blood flying around like that, unless you're getting a particular type of comic. And Valis and him are just going at it. So here's your fight. Here's your one-on-one, JT. One page. He hacks at her twice. Swing and a miss. It's a pretty good fight going on here. You know, dodging and ducking. And she takes a swipe at him, and I'm thinking, golly, that the stuff that she was wearing is even less is less than her regular armor. Because he's trying to take a swing at her. And he calls her a penniless, pensionless. Oh, no. Okay. He's mad at her for the reason that he doesn't have a job now.
Yeah.
Okay. She's calling him out on it. Why are you so mad? I freed you from this piece of shit. And he's like, you don't get it, wench. I'm just another strong back and a broadsword. There's hundreds of them, dudes running around, and I got nothing. I'm a penniless, pensionless, toothless beggar. And it's all because of you. I was like, wow, that's an angle I did not see happening. I was like, that's some pretty clever writing. I just had no idea that that's where that dude was coming from. Damn it. Now I got to go fill out an application or something. I know the feeling, right, JT?
Yeah.
Go ahead, say it.
Yeah, I didn't fully expect some of that. I mean, this time period, talking about a pension, I don't know.
Yeah, they just threw it in there to make it seem why he was so pissed off, I guess. But a pension,
and catch. she gets him
badly, dude. Wow, does she ever? She just like gets him. I mean, right down the middle there.
Yeah, it was over quickly.
Yeah, and she talks trash too while she's wearing that skimpy outfit, and it's like, then I'll spare you the curse of a long life, dude. And I'm like, woof. I mean, they're brutal. Her and Conan are brutal. I mean, it's a rough age back then, to say the least. And then she even's talking trash to him after he's dead. You can tell the shades in hell whether you made the right choice or the wrong. It ain't, like, wow. Ooh, it's good. Man, that's rough. But it's Conan. It's Red Sonja. Anyway, she's like, all right, whatever. I did my thing. I got my revenge. And I'm rolling up out of here. And already now the memories fade in Sonja's mind. What's past is past. And the westward ride will be long and dangerous. Into the night, she rides off. And there it is. There was your intro to Red Sonja. So how we do it on time? Because we're going to get to our
less than a half hour.
We're okay, because we're just going to look at some old school stuff here. Some classic
Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
Rod Serling.
Yeah. It's a photos, features, and all new story strips. And that's really good. The art looks great there too. And he's holding an M16A1. Oh, and JT, this was the thing I was trying to tell you about Stranger Things. Did anybody watch the ending? I only watched season 1.
I watched season 2 because they were fighting commies.
Nice.
So of course, I was interested, but I stopped caring after season 2. I watched a couple episodes of season 3 like years later, and I had forgotten what happened in season 2, and I'm like, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm good.
yeah, I'm good. And then I
And
don't pay on
apparently
Netflix.
they kept making it for like another 8 years. I'm like, aren't these quote unquote kids like 30 now?
Yeah,
And they're
yeah.
still supposed to be middle schoolers or something. I'm like, no.
Well, I bring it up because it's a weapons thing. We know a little bit about weapons. You know a lot more than
Sure.
I do. I only know some of the things that I've fired myself,
Okay.
but I'm not in.
Okay.
So that looks like an A1 with with the
Well,
carry
there's
handle.
no lower receiver on this gun. So
It's a
I
little
don't
geared.
know where they're gonna put that magazine, where that magazine's going, but there's no
Yeah, it's not drawn really correctly. But what I was referring to is the carry handle.
Yep.
And that's what I was talking about on Stranger Things when the main character girl, I guess, was just shooting a bunch of bad guys, and when
Mm-hmm.
she went to send a new clip home, she would hit the top of the side of the charging handle. And I made
Okay.
mention, and somebody's like, "Oh," I was like, yeah, but why would you even let her do that? All you had to do is say, don't do it like that. Do it this way." You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
not hard to
Yes.
fix. And but anyhow, I would point that out to you. Now this is kind of a cool little black and white art
Yeah.
here.
Uh, uh,
I mean, I like it. I mean, I like the design of it. You know what I mean? The penciling of it, the big snake. She's pretty good here.
I
Uh,
disagree. That's just me.
I was going to point out some of it I like, some of it, you know, and with her leg is a little weird down here at the bottom. It's just the style, I guess. I don't know.
Reminds me of this artist I know from Alberta. I'll just,
Oh. I mean, it's okay. I mean,
yeah.
it's not really good. It's not Francetta or Boris Vallejo cover stuff. That's for sure. But I did want to point out this article, and I'll leave it here for anybody. I'll pause it, or I'll just show it so everybody can read it. It's way too much for us. Conan, as we know, was well involved with Red Sonja over the years, still is in the movies. But there was a few other women in Conan's life. And this article, or these couple of pages, is really pretty good. I read a couple paragraphs in there. And
Oh,
it
you
talks about,
notice he's got a degree in journalism, but you don't have to hear about all of his opinions in his bio. You just, oh, okay. And then he's married and these are his interests. Yeah.
Yeah.
A simpler time.
Simpler time. The time of steel. And just briefly, I'm going to go back and read these when I actually care and have time to pay attention to just this. Just a couple of paragraphs in there were really good. And then like this right here, the woman warriors combine the best traits of Howard, the original author of Conan and creator of both of them, of Howard's villainous and typical heroines. They are beautiful, honorable, strong-willed, courageous, forceful.
Well drawn.
For the most part, yeah. And then that kind of skipped out. I don't know what happened there. And then there's the other lady. I don't like this art here. It's called
I don't either.
Her name is Yasmina, and they talk about her. They talk about how Robert Howard wrote her into the Conan series. So basically, there's a lot going on with Conan's love life outside of Red Sonja over the years. And
you got a Bob showing. You got one showing on the page.
Oh, it's art. Yeah. Yeah.
I know.
I gotcha.
It's YouTube.
I've heard. Yeah. I've heard
I can handle it. Trust me, but I don't think you want. Yeah.
No, I don't want that trouble for that. Especially for that. Well, damn it. There was something I was going to read there. Okay, well, for that lady there, Conan's magnetic personality and his attitude toward her would have also counted for a great deal. For Valeria, Valeria sounds familiar, but I think that's from Game of Thrones. Valerian Steel.
I think
So
so.
then another lady called Belit. Conan meets Belit under suitably violent circumstances. Duh. When does he ever meet any of them outside of that, other than getting hired to go into a violent circumstance?
Yeah.
The captain of that ship had previously described her to Conan as the wildest she-devil unhanged. And that's not talking about Red Sonja. So they make reference in here to that some of the other women in Conan's life before Red Sonja were even crazier. So technically, Red Sonja is the latest woman warrior in the Conan saga, though chronologically, she's the first swordsman he is to know well. And this is a really pretty good article. I had to speed through that one. If you guys want to go back and read it, it's pretty cool. Sonja described as a tall redhead who carries a saber, dagger, and 2 pistols. I don't know about that. We haven't seen that. She's kept busy through.
Are they like crossbow pistols?
I mean, they've only got to be a one-shot ball round that they probably found over in Asia or something, or Italy or something like that. I don't know who would have made them back then, but this is Stygian times, right? So who knows?
That's what I'm thinking. They might be those little crossbow pistols.
Yeah, who knows? So anyway, okay, so they're just trying to do some little comparison between Sonja and them, and they refer a couple of the comics. Conan the Barbarian number 23. I don't think I have that one. I have. No, I'm not lucky to go that far. 140, 90. 90 is as early as I have, but I have Red Sonja number 1.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. You showed that to us, I thought.
Yeah, I did at the beginning. Yeah, I still have that. It's pretty cool. They just talk about her. This is a little story by Gil Kane, and I didn't like it. I didn't like the art, although Gil is a way, way, way better artist. This isn't. I mean, if you're welcome to pause it, I'm going through. I'm just going to excuse me. I'm just showing you here. Just Gil Kane is very famous, and again, Clobby and Mark and I could even talk to you about some of this stuff. Just can't remember dunce like that. But he's been around for quite a while. Didn't he do Batman? I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did some Batmans along the way. But if you want to read that story by him, if you want some old school stuff, it's pretty lengthy, but there's not a lot, not a lot of writing.
That's a weird shaped object.
Yeah. There's some cool helmets. look, Asgardian helmets. Maybe some Kirby-esque type stuff there. But this is like a medieval Thor type story, I think. I didn't even really read it because I knew we weren't going to do it. Oops. Skip through that real quick.
It's a little too minimal.
Yeah, and then it drags out the pages here. You see how long this is taking me to just even scroll through. But there's a lot of gaps in it. You're more than welcome to, please go back and read it. But I don't know. You can skip on this one, I think. Gil Kane's got a lot of good stuff out there. Now, this is another article about an Atlantean. And it brings in Kull, the destroyer. This is where we need Mark and Nick Weiser, the great 32 flavors of Nick Weiser. He can tell you about Kull. So I like this article, JT, because it says Conan the Cimmerian was introduced to Breathless World in December 1932 of Weird Tales. So this wasn't the first article. I mean, this wasn't the first comic. I kind of realized that later because it was 1974. I thought it was way earlier, but I was wrong. So a lot of people that we know in comics today are introduced into these other comics that weren't the titles. And comic book people know this. A lot of, like Black Panther was in Fantastic Four, his first intro.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have his own. until later. I mean, all of these guys, Thor, Conan, Batman, you know, stuff like that. He was in Brave and the Bold, stuff like, you know, all that kind of stuff. But most of us over the years catch on to that sooner or later, that you're like, oh my God, this is the first one. No, go back another 20 years. You know what I mean? Like the Scepter, we didn't even realize it was like 30 freaking years. We're like, wow, I thought I went back far enough into like 60s. You're like, nope. Go back another 25. We're like, geez. And so this just talks about it. And what I like also, there was a Thulsa Doom that I mentioned earlier. I saw it in here and now I can't find it. Ugh. Totally. Oh, there's Thoth Amon. Where is it? Anyway, sorry guys. There it is. Thulsa Doom, right in the middle over the Kull the Destroyer. And they talk about that. So that's pretty cool. And I like this Atlantean stuff. And you just go through it, and it has some poems and stuff in there. Reminds me of Tolkien a little bit.
Still not the type of book that I probably would have bought.
No, not unless you were in the Conan stuff big time when you were younger. And you'd have to probably be a teenager or even late teens to pick this kind of stuff up. And again, I read Lord of the Rings and Hobbit when I was around 10 or 11. And it was a little bit, not really much of a stretch because I found it so awesome. But try reading the Silmarillion when you're, 15 or something, like, forget it. I still have never read Silmarillion. I
try reading it when you're 40 and then
yeah, it's still a stretch, dude. I saw one online, a leather-bound one for about 180, and I was thinking, man, I need to actually get a really nice copy, but I don't know if I want to drop the bones on that because I'm trying to get a Transformer.
Sure. Now, the previous Conan looked more like a Arnold Schwarzenegger. This guy is back to looking different.
Yeah, in fact, I didn't have time to show you because this is Savage sort of Conan. Conan the Barbarian in the 80s, 90s. I don't like him. He's skinny. I don't. The comic's great from when I remember. The ones here, not this one. This is Conan the Barbarian, but he does. Oh, dude, I'm such an idiot. I'm pointing at my comic while I'm talking to you. Good Lord. Anybody that heard that? Yes,
that
please laugh at me. I'm pointing at at the camera. Anyway, anybody who knows the art that I'm talking about, you'll know. So this is the one I told you pre-game. The Frost Giant started. This is a Robert Howard direct story by Robert Howard. And you can see the differences. Although I don't know who did the art here. It doesn't say. I think it does in the prelude there, or what do we call it? But it tells you everything that's in the book.
Oh, the table of contents.
Table of contents. Thank you.
Yeah.
Golly, I'm getting kind of tired too. Sorry, guys. But I wanted to show you this because this is by the original creator and author, Robert E. Howard. It's not an adaptation and doesn't look like, and it's a Thor. It's a Thor story, basically, even though it's Conan. But we're talking Frost Giants and Frost Giant's daughter. And so this Conan looks like that comic Conan that I'm talking about. Not the one that I showed you from the ones that I have. He's just a different figure. He just looks different. Muscularish, but just not, it doesn't have, I don't know. You see like the legs are different and stuff.
Right. Yeah. You definitely see it.
Yeah. And there's a really big tip. So Art Barry Smith. Okay, there you go. I don't know who he is. A long time ago. It's still drawn okay. And, the details, but I mean the sketching. But I'm gonna breeze through something that happens here that almost happens. Boop, 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 boop.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Okay.
Something else that happens right there, boop, 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 because of what Conan's not being a very nice guy to this young lady. And
a little bit of toxicity.
Yeah. just a little bit. And he pays the price for it because it turns out he gets knocked out. I thought they actually deleted him in this story, which was like, whoa, wow. Okay. But it's an old school story. I'd never seen it before. It was like, turns out she's like the Frost Giant's daughter. You know what I'm saying now?
Yeah.
And not good to be trying to do things with her. Untowards, shall I say. Right here is what I'm referring to. She escapes and calls down the fighter storm, or the ice storm on his ass. But he doesn't delete. His buddies find him. He thinks he's all, like, what the heck happened? He's like, hey, you got your ass kicked because you tried to do some stuff you shouldn't have been doing. But anyway,
Finn.
It's kind of actually a cool story.
Yeah, it ends on Finn.
It's on thin ice, basically. Yeah.
No, it ends on Finn in the bottom corner.
Oh, Finn. I thought you said thin, like
no, Fin.
I was like, I agree. And that's it for that. Didn't want to savagely scroll to the top immediately. And, hope it doesn't hurt the eyes. But this Conan is pretty brutal here. And anyway, that's Vallejo, not Franzetta. I like Franzetta. Franzetta's pretty good. I have a Fire and Ice poster that I still haven't opened. It was a special limited edition over there, still wrapped up. And we exit out of that and exit out of that. And there we go, JT. A little all over the place tonight. I do apologize. I'm not back in the groove. It's the first time back in 2 months, I think.
Something about that. Yeah. Yeah. There was snow on the ground the last time we did one.
Yeah, buddy.
At least up here. I said there was snow on the ground last time we did one of these, at least up here. Yes.
Yeah, I agree with Buddy that the last couple pages are definitely Franzetta style. Boris Vallejo is really, really close to each other's style. I can tell the difference most of the time between them. Franzetta was the GOAT when it comes to this kind of stuff. Although I did see a couple other guys, and we just don't have time, JT, for me to show you a quick couple of those. I didn't even bother to look them up. There's a couple of other guys who were really, really good at drawing that kind of Franzetta style, Conan, Cimmerian, Stygian type, Army of Darkness type stuff. But it was really badass. I think one of the guys used to do some old Tarzan, although they've had numerous Tarzan guys over the years, obviously. But I can't remember the dude's name. I was going to try to figure it out, but I was like, I knew we didn't have time. We're just short of 10 minutes, which is perfect because we can gab and talk about what you thought. And I do apologize for being a little bit rusty. I think I talked over you a little bit too much there. I wasn't.
Oh, no, you did. You did just fine. Don't worry about it.
Hanging out with you live in a while, you got to have a gel there.
Oh, sure. So you wanted to talk about, I guess, do kind of a mini review on these, or I guess an impressions type of a thing. I did like the first story far better than the second one. I think it just is a stronger character. You follow Conan over Red Sonja in the story that they portrayed her in. The artwork was better in the first one as well. So, so take that for what it is. It's a little too easy, I think, to kind of get your head in the toilet reading this comic. And I don't know if it's meant to be that way or if it's supposed to be a little more serious, but it was hard to take it serious at points because it was so it was kind of blue in some areas, and I don't know if that's what the authors intended, but reading it tonight, that's the impression I got. So I don't know if that's fair for the rest of the books of that time period.
Well, I can't. What do you think about the writing then? A lot of the toxicity and stuff that we brought up was actually in the writing. I was like, well, no, they wrote it.
Oh, they did
wrote
write
like
it.
that.
Yeah, I know they wrote some of that.
I mean, the direct stuff.
I mean,
the direct.
it just was almost too hammy. It's not on the Joker level, but it's maybe
No.
one step down from that. And hard to keep a tonal balance with all the fighting, with all the, it almost had a Marvel feel, like a James Gunn kind of a feel.
Ugh. All we needed to do is get some modern music, stretch it out, blow out the verses actually, and just stretch out one line that goes 2 minutes long.
Right.
Like put some Led Zeppelin in there and stretch out "Stairway to Heaven" for 20 seconds. Just the words "Stairway to Heaven" for 20. There is a lady I know. And that goes on for 30 seconds while all the action's going on. and then pulsing lights and booming bass. Boom, 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 boom. And that's just the trailer.
Yeah. So, was it terrible? No, it wasn't terrible at all. I just thought that the first story was far better than the second one. So,
yeah.
But very sexual in the way that everything's written. Totally. I could tell why that's not for kids.
Yeah, a lot of that's on purpose. A lot of that is, and then some of it's just us being like that for having fun with it. And this is my original Red Sonja there. Not original. I think it's $1, so that's got to be 84. I know it's not 74. So, although no, it's Jim Shooter's the editor in chief. Remember him from Battlestar Galactica and stuff?
Yep.
I think.
Mm-hmm.
Or was that him on that one? Number 16? Was it number 16?
Yep. Oh, the bad one? Yeah. Yeah, just a bit.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. Although in the second one, Buscema is a really good artist. It didn't pan out that well with some of the black and white ink because I think it's faded on the scan, a little bit of yellowing. She should have really stood out way more in that one big splash page because that was a heck of a page.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there was so much detail, and I was thinking, I kind of want to see that one in color.
Sure.
With her hair on the horse, and then a couple other ones, I was like, man, I do want to see like maybe even a mix of black and white and color type of thing. But I like some of the black and white, and then I didn't. Kind of with you on that. I like the writing. The writing was a little bit too hammy. Yeah, I can see it. A couple of the jokes were hammy, but it also goes in line with the age of the time of the comic. These people don't care about talking to each other like that.
Right.
They're soon chop your hand off for some gold.
Yeah.
They're mercenaries. They're bad people. They're not good people. I think it was FKHC earlier said, he's an anti-hero in a lot of these old stories, and most of them in the new ones as well, I guess. But I like how they did some of the mystic stuff with the finger, but it seemed a little bit loose in the plot there. It was kind of, just going to go follow the guy because I saw the finger or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
The plot line, I guess, is what I'm getting at. Was a little bit weak there because they should have really dived into more of that mystic stuff. I mean, the creature from the pit, all you saw was like a little hairy arm there. I was like, that's kind of weak sauce. Can you draw like a really nasty monster face? Where he's looking down and he throws it on the, but other than that, the detail was even too much in the second story. It was like, wow, it's even throwing me off. It's just so much.
It was, and I don't know if it helped them.
No, even for me, I was like, that's way too much stuff. It's way too busy. I couldn't focus on a lot of different things. I like that first page with her on the horse and the two guys. You're like, oh, wow, look at all this detail. But then it's like, whoa. It's like, and immediately you said exactly what I thought you were going to say. That's a lot of damn dialogue.
Oh, yes. Yes.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, ugh. Jeez.
dialogue covering up everything and very little background. So they didn't show instead of tell. They did it the wrong way.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
They just did.
Definitely.
And that's when you have to do everything overly detailed. You don't have the time to spend doing that on every single page. So to compensate, you end up just putting giant speech bubbles over everything and zooming way in on people's faces, and it hurts your end product. I mean, it's a balance. Unfortunately, you got to figure out, and it's personal preference. I don't really like it that way. I know some people do.
Yeah.
For me, I'd rather see instead of be told. Otherwise, I'll just read a regular book. You know, if you're going to take most of the art out, I'll just read an actual book.
I destroyed this comic now, but when I go back real quick, because if this cuts off, everybody have a good night. But if not, we're just going to talk just a couple minutes, just not much more. When you go back and look at this black and white art,
oh yeah, looks almost like a photo.
Wow, dude. Yeah. I mean, when you open this up as a kid,
that could have taken a week to work on that. You know,
well, it's official. It fell off. My cover finally fell off.
Yeah.
So you go from that, and they have, just art everywhere. That's on the inside cover. Sorry, I cut you off again, man. I apologize.
It's all good. It's all good.
Because I'm trying not to actually rip the pages off now. When you see that, and you go into it, I mean, when you're a kid and you're a teenager, and there's some womanly stuff going on in these. These aren't really for kids. These are teenage.
No, yeah.
These are teenage comics.
It's a high school comic.
Oh, definitely. Because there's no full nudity. Maybe some side boob or something like that. Can I get away with that? Can I say that? God, dude.
I think so. You just got to keep things Puritan. So
go ahead and take me off for saying that if that's what you want to do. Jesus.
Sorry. Well, we have 2 minutes left.
Yeah. Because we went to the moon, JT, I wanted to show you this. And I know you're going to say something real. I bought these comics because they look crazy as crazy. It's called Werewolves on the Moon versus Vampires. So if you want to talk about hammy writing,
I mean, this is pure fiction, because everybody knows that the Yahtzees are on the dark side of the moon.
Yeah, I watched that movie Iron Sky. Hilarious.
They have a second one, the sequel.
I think I watched that years ago, but I forgot all about it.
They've definitely had a sequel. Yeah.
They make jokes about, sniffing your own butt and stuff like scratching your balls and stuff. It's hilarious.
Sure.
And the art's funky like that. I might even do this one for fun. I mean, just doing that. Okay, JT, real quick, what you got going on, or whatever? Goodbye.
Big weekend of doing single dad stuff here, because the wife is going to be doing some out of town stuff for work. So don't know if I'll be on Late Night Fortnite at Mark D with the C's, but I will be on the Admiral Teague show Saturday night, and I believe we're shifting it to 9:30. Stay tuned on his channel and on his X for that. And then Sunday, I hope to check out and see what Mark is doing on his as well. And don't forget 32 Flavors of Nick Weiser, 7 p.m. on Saturdays, talking about the great Clobby in his comic shop. Well, Clobby's comic shop. Anyway,
shop on Saturdays.
We got less than a minute.
His Thursday Streck show. Are you not going to be on that soon?
Next month. However, tomorrow, it's great that you brought this up. Tomorrow, special guest Mark D with a C is rumored to be Nick's next guest.
Oh, are they going to be doing?
Don't hold me to it. It might be. Oh, I don't know, but I'm definitely going to check it out tomorrow, because I believe Mark will be there. I'm 99% positive he will. And that's going to be an epic show.
Oh, that's a 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock Eastern. I can't. Don't hold us to
Around
that.
there. Just sub to Nick Weiser's channel, folks, and then you'll have it. So
I think
anyway,
everybody here
2
has.
hours. There
We
we
are
go.
at 2 hours, and I think we're still on. If not, I don't think they've cut us off. I might. I'll try to be there Thursday tomorrow, definitely to check in on that on Nick Weiser's channel. 32 flavors. That's definitely going to be there, and then probably stop in and say hi with you guys Saturday, like I always do. Say hello, at least, come hang
Yeah.
out for a while with you guys in the chat.
Yeah. So a
And
lot of
then-
great real Star Trek coming up, Sorry.
Yeah. No worries. Yeah, obviously. So overall, you were it's okay kind of stuff for tonight, right?
Yeah. It's fun just to hang out. So thank you to everybody that stuck through to the end. Appreciate it.
Did you guys see my new Batman while we're at it? Why? Because I only have 2 hours. My Batman animated. Did I ever show you this?
You did to me. I don't know if everybody else saw it. So.
Yeah, it's the opening scene of the animated show. And I got this really, really cheap, and it's got the little bat symbol in the back and the lightning and everything.
Cool.
Pretty cool. Anyway, other than that, I guess that's it. We'll say goodnight. Thank you, JT Kirk. Thank you, FKHC 2005 and Buddy Hepburn. If
Dad
Buddy, you're
Man?
still Dadman, yes, Dadman popped in, and the great Lady V as well came
Yes.
and said hello. And Buddy, you're still with us. Thank you so much. Buddy, none of your not getting your business. I hope you're still over on the Twitter. I maybe lost you there, but I'm sure you have your reasons. It's just good to see you, man. It's good to see you come in and hang out with us. We appreciate it. And I guess that's it, right, JT?
Yep.
All right. Sayonara.